Okay, guys, so we all know that Traxxas introduced the newest Vortec 3.0, and let me tell you, it's a really cool car. I bought this used, but it's pretty much brand new, never seen the road, super nice shape. I paid $150 for it. It's a limited edition snap-on with a licensed Chevy C8 body, and let me tell you, it's gorgeous. The body is absolutely beautiful. It has see-through hood. It has LED lights. It just looks awesome. So some of the differences between 3.0 and 2.0 is that the chassis is longer, it's slightly wider, and it has a unique clipless body. So you just remove it like this, from underneath the body. So there it is. It has LED lights, and this is how it looks under the body. So this is its brushed Titan Welder XL5 classic Traxxas electronics. It's a really cool car. It's shaft driven, 4-wheel drive. It's just awesome. It's not the fastest car, especially in the brushed form, but still, it's fun to drive. But this is the newest version, and I'm sure that not too many people know the oldest version of Vortec 1.0, I guess. So let me show you that one. So this is not really a collectible car, but these days it's getting really rare, and I think it's really cool. This is the first generation. I think it was introduced in 1998. It does not have a licensed body, but it's really cool looking. I really like how it looks like. Let me show you under the body. So yeah, it's old school, belt driven. It has brushed motor. This one, I'm not really sure what kind of motor is it, but it's an old school 27 MHz, old school radio, old school receiver, old school some kind of dynamite speed controller. This one is in decent shape. It has a lot of run, a lot of scratches, but overall not too bad, I would say. I paid only $70 for it, which I think is a good deal, especially that these are very rare. The only issues is I have to rebuild the diffs. They are slightly slipping. It's not terrible. I think I'm gonna be able to fix them even without changing the plates. We'll see. But it's a really cool car. And this is side by side. So as you can see, it is 3.0 is slightly longer, and I think it's it's a little bit wider. Definitely newer design, vintage, typical vintage design, but it's an awesome car. But almost everyone forgot about another model, which I'm gonna show you next. And this is another vintage Traxxas car. As you can tell, it's Nitro. So this is Traxxas Nitro Vortec. It's one of the newer iteration, which comes with 3.3. The first generation was introduced also, I believe, in 1998, but it came with Traxxas Pro 15. This one is kind of the newer iteration, but it's also comes with the old school 27 MHz radio. This one I bought technically for $20. I was buying some other stuff, and that guy had this car sitting around, and I asked him, can he include this one as well for 20 extra? And he said, why? Yes, why not? It's not working, so it's gonna be a project. So let me show you how it looks under the body. Yeah, it's a project, but it's not terrible shape actually. I had to replace the servo. I had to replace this gear right here. What else do we have to do? I have to rebuild the carb. This one, I think it's stripped, so it's leaking. Motor is fine. I'm going to show you how it looks like. Under the body, it has a lot of scratches, but it's decent, not terrible. It has some aftermarket HPI tires, which are slightly bigger than original. But other than that, it's a really cool car. It is super fast, super fun. Unfortunately, it's discontinued, so if Traxxas decides to introduce a new model, I would definitely like to see Nitro Vortec 2.0. And for a bonus, I'm gonna show you another kinda on-road car. It's also discontinued. Let me show you. And this is Traxxas Rally. I bought this one for $50 in good working condition. Nothing wrong with it except the body. Body was painted black. It was terrible. I'm gonna buy a new body. They're very hard to find, but fortunately my local hobby shop has one on stock. I think it was like $20. So let me show you how it looks under the body. I'm not really sure. I think this was introduced in 2010, maybe. It's based on a Revo platform. It had brush motor and ESC. I used that one for my other project, and I put some cheap but actually decent Hobby King ESC and cheap brushless motor. And it has a lot of runtime actually, but it's not terrible. There's nothing wrong with it, but what's interesting about it, it's a 16 scale. But in reality, when you compare it to 10 scale on-road car, I would say it's not that smaller, and it's kinda like a 12 scale, maybe even some cheap Chinese 10 scale,